All across Wisconsin, deer, badgers, bears, all kinds of wildlife are getting their moment to shine in pictures. A DNR program called Snapshot Wisconsin has found its way to southeast Wisconsin. And as Michael Schlesinger explains, this isn't just another trail camera. It's a way to put our relationship with other living things into focus.
Oh, you can see a bird, but can you see something else too? And we hit a bald eagle not on the trail camera.
Call this a slideshow show and tell. This is what they do every so often in Mr. Dargetz's nature kindergarten class at Woodside Elementary in Sussex.
They're excited about it's happening. When I tell them I have new camera pictures, they hustle to the carpet. They know they're going to see some pictures.
The wildlife snapshots are taken by a Bushnell trail camera practically right outside the school's backyard. In a woodsy area beyond a field.
Squirrels and deer, birds.
Makes learning fun, doesn't it?
Raccoons and possums, blue jays and robins.
Anything ever make you laugh? Anything that you cracked up over when you saw the picture?
Like when it gets close.
Why are they pretty?
They're just big and it just makes them kind of look pretty to me.
Young kids need to connect with the things that are in their own backyards, and just to see the excitement that the kids see when they see a deer, when they see a blue jay, things that for adults that are kind of jaded and doesn't matter to us anymore, to see that excitement and joy in the kids is really excited. So just to see that those little things that sometimes are overlooked are really important to our kids. We need to treasure that and give those kids more opportunities like that.
The DNR created Snapshot Wisconsin in 2016, but only now has the program found itself in our part of the world. In all, across the Badger State, there are 1,200 of these cameras, with 75 of them in southeastern Wisconsin. Project coordinator Susan Frett tells me they are always looking for a few more volunteers to help the cause. It involves at least a one-year commitment and inspecting the free equipment every 3 months.
Going out to the camera site, changing the batteries, changing the SD card, and then they upload the photos into our system, and they can classify those photos.
Fred assures folks wanting to get involved their privacy will be maintained.
If somebody comes across the camera and they take that SD card or they take the camera, they can't see the photos. So they're not seeing photos of people that they shouldn't be seeing. And it gives you the opportunity to get rid of the photos of people before we use them for wildlife monitoring.
She also wants future volunteers to really think about the camera's placement because it's so important.
If they have water on their property, to try to start there, looking for a good spot to deploy the camera. And we also want to look for where there's different wildlife trails and where maybe wildlife trails might intersect. They can look for wildlife sign, those kinds of things. And we do want people to kind of spend some time thinking about that before they put our camera out, because we treat our cameras like fixed sampling points. So the cameras aren't supposed to be moved once they've been deployed unless, the camera site turns out to be a bad one, or, the tree falls over, something like that, then obviously you have to move it. But yeah, we want people to try to get a good spot.
The goal, hopefully by next summer, is to have 20 cameras in each county. Every single photo will be classified by more volunteers on the DNR's crowdsourcing website hosted by Zooniverse.
Cameras are great for collecting information because you get all the information about all the critters in the area, plus you can look at the photos later and see like what kind of plants are there, and the options for using these photos for different kinds of projects are sort of endless.
Endless for researchers, naturalists, and the next generation.
It really offers opportunities for the kids to be the leaders of their own choices and their own education. So being able to see the different things that are out there can really pinpoint where we go next, where they're deciding what animals are out there, why are the animals gone, what new animals might we see, what time of year, connecting it to the seasons, connected to the curriculum. It really makes it just more vibrant and connects it to our real day. It gives us a purpose when we're out here.
How important do you think these animals are on Earth?
Very important.
Why?
Because they're part of the wildlife.
And you don't want them to leave?
No.